around you each day. But a recent Pew Research report found a majority of Americans feel the news misunderstands them. Our Jamil Donith set out to find why. She spoke with one UT researcher studying how journalists cover topics and working to help them better connect with their audience.
And were you interested, specific to the Prop B stuff?
This probably looks like two people just meeting for coffee.
What makes those representations valuable?
Anita Varma is interviewing journalists to study how they cover the news.
I think coffee chats are crucial to the process.
This conversation is part of research. The UT Austin assistant journalism professor's studies focus on trust in the media and stories covering marginalized communities. Her current work researching local reporting on the unhoused and displaced.
The journalism education has a great opportunity to try to help journalists do better reporting. And this actually ended up being the last professional photo, I think, of the two of them.
Varma's draw to journalism is personal.
My grandparents absolutely inspire and motivate my work.
When her grandparents immigrated to the U.S. from India, newspapers are what helped them get to know their new home.
It was hanging in his bedroom in our house.
She keeps her grandfather's handmade newspaper holder next to her desk at home.
This gives me a lot of motivation to think about the significance of journalism.
Varma started her work in 2016 in California, looking at stories about homelessness.
A lot of them relied on empathy.
She found only about 20% included the homeless and approached systemic issues.
The best way to try to get at, we want to think of journalism as offering some kind of truth, is to look at what's happening on the ground.
Now in Austin, she's read or watched at least 100 stories and interviewed about 13 reporters,
investigating,
including me.
Who would be negatively impacted?
The goal of all this, discover what journalists are doing right and how to make sure those stories keep getting told.
This is exactly why I remember how good and important local media can be for society that includes people like my grandparents.
And protect the news that had such an impact on her own family.
Well, it was another bad